حلم عينه تبان شمس الصبح ترعاه وفي المساء حكايات حلم يكون لاعب صباح التاريخ شاهد على نجوم سمراء كتبت تاريخ روايات أفريقيا أرض الخير أولادنا لسه بخير ملناش غير حضنك شمسك حبك لينا كبير.
Welcome back. All the fans of football were celebrating yesterday the Continental Cup trophies. José Gomes, the coach of our White Castle of El Zamalek, the first Portuguese to clinch the title, to clinch the Confederation Cup. Well, it was yesterday after the 1-0 victory of El Zamalek against Morocco's Nahdat Berkane. To shed more light on the victory and on the importance of clinching this title, we are very much delighted to have with us by phone Mr. Hazem Askandarani, our sports analyst. Thank you very much for being with us, Mr. Hazem.
Hello, good morning.
Before going into details, have you expected that? I mean, was it an easy job for Zamalek to clinch the title of this edition of the Confederation Cup?
I believe not. It was not that easy because as a victory, it has been waited for long from the supporters of Zamalek, because of the troubles and the difficulties that the club was facing in the past years. But with the will of the players and the good deeds and their good deeds, they managed to get this victory and to clinch this great victory and this long-awaited championship.
I was asking this question, Mr. Hazem, because there were many voices saying that Gomes was not lucky not to have names like Abdullah Saeed, like Nasser Meher, like some of the signings were not listed to play in Africa. So he had no choice but playing with certain players in the African competition. Or he did great with the names he has. On the contrary, he introduced new names like Mohamed Shahata, for example, who proved to be one of a kind.
Exactly, and if we look at the new players, we see that Ahmed Hamdi, he was the scorer of the goal of victory yesterday. So we see that the new players, the newcomers in the team, they are really in harmony with the rest of the team in a very short period of time. There were some people speaking about the potential of the head coach of Zamalek by saying that he doesn't have a good CV, an excellent CV comparing to the weight and the history of Zamalek. But he did a great job, and he did in short period of time 2 big victories by winning the match against Al Ahly in the Egyptian League, and afterwards he managed to win the Confederation Cup with 2 beautiful matches.
He was even quoted, sir. He was quoted as saying that the Portuguese coaches are very much acquainted with the Zamalek, and it seems that he studied the history of El Zamalek with Portuguese coaches. He mentioned Josualdo Ferreira, he mentioned Pacheco, and how the Portuguese coaches did great with the Zamalek and did great with Egyptian teams in general.
Sure, and it's not with the Zamalek only. When we speak now about the best head coaches in Egypt, and we speak about Al Ahly, we know that Manuel Jose is Portuguese. He was the best in the history of Al Ahly. So we know that the Portuguese school in head coaching in football, in Egyptian football, is the best.
I mean, because many people, sir, were having this comparison between Gomes, who is relatively new with the Zamalek only for a few months. On the other hand, Mouin Shabani, the coach of Nahdat Berkane, or Morocco's Renaissance, Berkane Renaissance, he was a coach of more than one team in the Egyptian Premier League, meaning that he knew well the way Zamalek is playing, the way of the Egyptian player in general is playing. Was it a merit or an advantage for him?
For sure. When he plays with, when he chooses his players, of course, there were some difficulties with him at the beginning to get to know and to get acquainted to all the players, because, as you know, that there were many a lot of absences during the Zamalek team. But he managed to put the players in the right place at the right moment.
Yeah.
And he put every player in his place, even if it's a new place for him. He was able to do it in a perfect way,
Yeah.
so that we found no gaps at all. When we found, for example, after the injury of Mahmoud, Mahmoud.
Anyways,
when he was injured,
Yep.
he managed to introduce Maslouki to play in his place, and he was doing very well. So we see that here he's using the players in new places, but he managed to put them in the right
Yep.
places so that
And to introduce the newcomers
the
newcomers
will
to
not be
harmonize easily with the
no
players.
impact on it.
Yeah. But, sir, if you permit me, I'd like to return back also to the squad, and by the way, to wish a speedy recovery for Ahmed Hamdi, the one who scored the goal yesterday. But unfortunately, he has a bruise or a bruise in his knee, and we hope that it's going to be a light injury, inshallah, not a serious one. Regarding the players, now modern football is saying that we should not that much stick to the positions, and we should have what we call the jokers, the joker play, who can move from a position to the other. Do you think that we do have in Al Zamalek players who can practice that on the ground, and if yes, who?
I believe so, and I see from the new players who joined the team, we can see this very well. I can see also the potential in some of the players, old ones. They can do this themselves. It needs just the eye that could put the right player in the right place.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that Jose has this eye, and he would be able to put or to surprise us with new players, new places, especially that the Egyptian Championship is still long, and Zamalek must look for his place in the next year.
And to the Egyptian Premier League too. Hazem Labib, the CEO of the Zamalek, said
a big trip to do with the rest of the Egyptian Championship.
Yeah, Hazem Labib, the president of the Zamalek, said that simply they are going to celebrate yesterday, and tomorrow they are going to think about the Egyptian Premier League and how to make better steps in our local competition. If you permit me, let's go fast to Al Ahly, as we all hope that we are going to celebrate next Saturday, inshallah, with the African Champions League trophy with Al Ahly, and to have this meeting between Al Ahly and Zamalek in this super, and to be a deja vu, if I can call it this way. What should Al Ahly do to make sure that, inshallah, the next encounter against El Taragi is going to be a new victory for Cairo Red Devils?
Al Ahly is used to play these great matches, and he knows how to play. The players of Al Ahly know how to play under pressure, and I believe that after this match nil with Taragi in Tunisia, they will be able to score to win with a heavy score, and this will give Al Ahly a strong foot on the ground and a stable foot on the ground for the long-waited final between Al and Zamalek in the Super Cup, African Super Cup.
Yeah, Mr. Hazem Askandarani, our sports analyst, thank you very much for your input, sir, and have a very good day. And before we go, I should from here say thank you very much to Yassine El-Bahiri. Yassine El-Bahiri is one of Nahdat Berkane's team, is one of the players who were playing yesterday, and he saved Egypt, Ahmed Nabil Dunga, from a fatal injury. This is sports, and this is the message which should be sent. Simply, sports ethics, values, and the health state of the players is more important than any trophy. So to save and to rescue Ahmed Nabil Dunga from this fatal injury, it's something which we do all salute for, and we thank you that much. Well, by this we come to the end of our episode. Stay tuned on Live TV International always for more updates. Many thanks for watching. This was Nermeen Abdurrahman.